as this COVID aid bill is being passed, and in the context of more and more vaccinations being done every day, and this should help. Some of the money is going towards that. And we have more news coming up on vaccination as well. There is one individual who wants to make sure that he gets some credit in this, and that is Donald Trump, who doesn't have social media, but has apparently found, I guess, a loophole, because it turns out you could release a press release that is effectively just a tweet, almost down to the specific length of it as well. Now, in general, I'm not gonna be interested in this sort of thing, but this one in particular is pretty funny, so I have to read this. This is a statement by the 45th president of the United States of America. I hope everyone remembers when they're getting the COVID-19, often referred to as the China virus vaccine, that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best, and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. I hope everyone remembers. This has been your president, Donald J. Trump. No, he didn't have that part, but that was the whole press release. The whole press release was, oh God.
There's so much. First of all, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. On the day when we get this massive COVID relief passed, he basically is reminding people, you know what I have to offer? Racism. He cannot back away from this like quote unquote China virus, idea. And again, I think it's clear that he really misses Twitter. He's trying to find all these little ways to get his message out there. It's just, honestly, it makes me sad. And again, like, I almost kind of forgot about how just strange of a guy Trump is. Beautiful shot. Like, even the way he describes it is like, oh yeah, he described everything as beautiful.
Just like they stick it in, beautiful. That was amazing, gorgeous, love it. Yeah, it should be fake. That should be a fake statement that we just read. I don't think it is. I'm gonna continue to hope that it is. But here's the thing. Trump wants credit. Now, does he deserve at least a little bit of credit? Hypothetically, we've given him some hypothetical credit on this over the past few months. Did they provide some funding towards some but not all of the vaccines? Yes. Would literally any president have done so? 100%. He provided nothing additional over and above what a random coma patient as president would have, and yet he wants special credit. And again, like we said, he's saying there, if he hadn't done giving taxpayer money, it would have been 5 years or maybe never that we would have gotten it, even though some of the vaccines didn't receive any funding, and the beautiful shots are still going into arms regardless.
It's so ridiculous. And this statement like conveniently leaves out all of the ridiculous, bogus cures that he threw money at and advocated for that ended up being complete bunk. It's like, it's so clear that he bungled the response in so many different ways. It's very funny now trying to remind people to like, oh, give me some credit here. It just, I wish this was fake. It should be fake.
It should be, and the weird thing is, like, I'm criticizing that he wants credit, that he wants everyone to associate him with the beautiful shot. But the thing is, honestly, I would prefer that what the sort of weird psychological impulse that he's demonstrating in the statement, that he was consistent on it, that he always wanted credit on the shot, that he was always clear that the shot was great and that everyone should get it. But the thing is, that's not where we're at. In statements like this, he's saying nobody would be getting the shot if I hadn't done it, give me credit. And yet, he doesn't seem generally to want to be associated with it, certainly not in direct ways that would lead some of his fans, which I have to assume anti-vaxxers are now overrepresented in. So for instance, we found out a couple weeks ago that he had been vaccinated back in January, him and Melania both, but they didn't reveal it. They tried to keep it hidden as long as possible. And so now, I believe as of today, we have this new PSA featuring every living president with one notable exception, trying to get as many people as possible to be as desperate as possible to get this vaccine as fast as possible so we can go back to normal as quickly as possible. Here is that PSA.
Right now, the COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they will be available to everyone.
This vaccine means hope. It will protect you and those you love from this dangerous and deadly disease.
I want to go back to work and I want to be able to move around.
To visit with Michelle's mom, to hug her and see her on her birthday.
I'm really looking forward to is going to opening day in Texas Ranger Stadium with a full stadium.
We've lost enough people and we've suffered enough damage.
In order to get rid of this pandemic, it's important for our fellow citizens to get vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated because we want this pandemic to end as soon as possible.
So we urge you to get vaccinated when it's available to you.
So roll up your sleeve and do your part.
This is our shot. Now it's up to you.
Credit could he have gotten if he had just appeared in that, I guess. I would have given him credit for trying to get some of the people he's convinced not to trust things like the vaccine. If he just appeared in that, if he had let people know that he was getting it. It seems like that would have been more efficient.
I completely agree. Like it's missing an easy layup, and so you have to ask, like, well, clearly he doesn't care about what the greater good is. You know, when I watched that video, it's like, oh, this is a collection of adults who are all coming together for the greater good to help people get vaccinated and let them know it's okay. Trump couldn't do that. He couldn't even be bothered to be in this video. He couldn't be bothered to take a selfie when he got his vaccine, so that someone out there who takes their cues from him and his base would be like, oh, maybe I should get vaccinated. It's the literal least he could do, and he can't do it.
Exactly. And of course, and like we shouldn't have to reiterate this yet again. The point is to get as many people as possible. Like some people, there are terrible people online, some of which might even believe that they're liberals or progressives or whatever. They'll be like, well, if they don't want to, screw them. If Texas doesn't want the vaccine, screw them. No, they're good people everywhere. And you know what? Even people who aren't good shouldn't die of a virus. And so like, I don't want Republicans to die. That's why we spent the last year every day fighting against Fox News misinformation, not because it was killing libs. Libs don't watch Fox News, but it was killing conservatives, and I don't want them to die.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I remember when they essentially reopened Texas like way too early. I saw so many people online being like, oh, well, they shouldn't get any of the vaccine. And just like you said, that completely overlooks the fact that there are people in Texas, like, it's not like your average everyday Texas citizen is in control of what Abbott does. And it doesn't mean that they should not have access to the health care that they need to keep them safe and keep them from dying from COVID. Like, that is completely the wrong way to think about it. I completely agree. I think that everybody, Republican, Democrat, wherever you fall, needs health care, needs access to the vaccine, and should not be dying a preventative death from COVID. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if that's not convincing to you, if like you're like, no, I still hate him, bear in mind, if conservatives get sick with it, they can give it to non-conservatives. Yes. So again, our fates are very much interwoven in this area.
Exactly.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.